And this is like the last parking lot where you go down to the beach and do the shark toothing. And I was lucky enough to catch these four coming out of the off the beach. So unfortunately, I had to tail them in. We get the interesting the two goth chicks with the like the netting. I don't know, so, but it's a mad. Everybody's just trawling for spots here. Is that the appropriate word, trawling? But I looked into it. There was a car right coming in the parking lot. And these guys are walking off the little boardwalk. And I just cut. It was a totally legit controlled move. Good spot too. I get a tree. Beautiful spot. Exciting. So we'll just keep stream. I wonder if they'll cut the stream because they have any idea who this is playing music. As in, it's not Fleetwood Mac, it's Mike Kava, two A's. I saw him in Hawaii at the Hawaii Kona Brewery in Hawaii Kai. Ledward Cabana would play there every Sunday free. Couple weeks, his sister came, beautiful falsetto, Hawaiian, pure Hawaiian voice. Mike Kava, who was in the Sons of Hawaii and did some stuff with Ledward, and he was there one night. Big guy, big, like, but what would you call it? Lithe? Lithe, like just like salt, like tree trunky, like not huge, but just like looks like he's just solid. I mean, he's been a professional musician, so I can just imagine what if he just hikes all out. It's just like it's just noticeable though. He's like totally like the most like a Clint Eastwood, but like more solid. I don't know. Not something I noticed in a man I care to often, but it was just 'cause he's like a big guy. Most of the Hawaiians, even if they're big, is a roundness to him that he doesn't have that. Possibly to his detriment in the mating game. Just kidding. I love going down these paths that you can't get out of. Oops. Deal. Venice. Forgot. All right. Yeah, I will scream out until I go in the water. Just for you. And you. And you. Let's do one cleaning before we go out there. A lot of saggy boobs today. Not just mine. Uh-oh. See, senorita. All right. Damn. It's actually you're doing the shark toothing and you're doing it the way I do, which is snorkel. You need sunny day is better. Like you can be looking at right on the edge where the waves meet the shore, and that little 2 or 3 foot thing, and here in Florida, the Gulf of America, you get a lot of shells. But you can be looking at a spot, and then cloud comes, and then the sun comes, and it's just those shark teeth stand out because they're usually black, sometimes reddish or brownish, translucent almost. Those are fun. I like those. Still kind of haunted by one I missed last time I was here. Saw it, went to get it. Water came and too bad. It was a good sized tooth, not huge, but it had like the white gum. It was complete and like a dark brown or just a good contrast between the tooth. It was good. All right. What else we need? What do we think? We got that, and that. We're good. We don't need no stinking weed. No, once we go in that water, man, we don't come out with 3 or 4 hours. Then again, I could walk out there. There could be waves, which is not likely, and you can't really do the snorkeling at that point. As majestic as my visage is, oh, I'm going to give you this. You don't get that just any. That's what Venice, Florida. Lake Venice Golf Club. There's also an airport. A lot of private jets take off. Going into South Brohard Park. Now, this used to be this all got wiped out at the hurricane. You used to be able to drive down this road. There's a big parking lot down there. And that was Casperson Beach. And now, even when you put in Casperson Beach on your GPS, it won't take you there. Even though it's where I'm going to walk to. I locked my car. Oh, it's the price of an extra bump. I was going to say bong hit, but I used to smoke the bong all the time. Just keep it in the fridge. For me, you have a hit and you got tunes on, you're doing shit. It's not like you sit there and have 15 hits. You just try and keep a nice even temperature. Keep the good tunes rolling. Yeah, they got hit hard. What moment was that? I don't know. I think it was last summer, 2 summers ago at this point, maybe. But yeah, they're getting hit hard here. See plane landing. If you didn't know, oh my God. It's a UFO. Oh, it's just a plane. Sometimes they got a little red tidy sort of thing here, and I go in there and I'm like snorkeling amongst it. And one time I fucking got out of the water, dude, and I've never felt so bad. I had to walk back from where I'm walking, and you see how I got the big, but I had to walk with my head. I couldn't even look straight ahead. I had to and I was like so like tired or something, but not feeling well at all. And I remember I was gonna go get some food, and I'm like, I just feel like shit. And I was gonna go into there's a shooting range there in Venice slash gun store. And I'm sitting in the parking lot and I felt like shit. And then all of a sudden it just went away. Like it was something from the red tide and it made me feel like shit, but then it once it dissipated or whatever, I don't know. Hopefully the signal remains. I'm just getting these constant who knows? Another plane landing. Fucking packed already. It's like I should be able to do a little bit of snorkeling for a while here. Oh, you see, once it starts, you can't just snorkel on the edge. The water's all constantly. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, buddy? Some- This is kind of the mangroves back in there. There's a canal that runs. This is technically an island, It's actually a canal that runs a little back. See, this is another. It's a private. It's one of those. That's probably a commercial private jet. But yeah, the road used to be here. You never could really see that easily. All that water there before this last hurricane. So I don't know what the plan is. Turtle nest, sea turtle, early. Nice. Oh, that's like Cirque du Soleil on the beach. Yeah, this is workout time now, but it's good. So I look at it. I mean, if it's a little bit of a workout, it's good for you. And there is nothing like sand. That was like Jerry Rice's famous thing. He used to run up the hill, the 40-foot hill with sand. Back when it was just cool. Like sports was still cool. You knew you'd find out something like that, and that was enough. What makes Jerry Rice great? And you're like, yeah, dedication to do that day after day. There wasn't video of him, you know, Jerry Rice, to my knowledge, and I don't even give a shit. Let's stop talking about that right there. Oh, I gives a shit. I will say one further thing on the whole thing. One thing that disgusted me though is that Ray Lewis, douchebag linebacker from the Ravens, just living that life of thuggery and then just being welcomed onto those TV shows and just boomericizing, licking his balls and shit. And it's just the black culture has just got this country by the balls. You know, they just live in this beautifully crafted double standard. It's just not right. It's like the people complaining. Now I'm going to swing this into something um, happening now, topical. With the Voting Rights Act, these people complaining they just stripped the black people of their vote. No, the whole point is you're not voting just because of the color of your skin. You're voting because of the ideals and ideas you believe in, and that will make your life better. And your skin color should have nothing to do with that, you meatheads. To even want to do that is crazy. Like, I'm just gonna, yeah, I do it because they do it. You're a fucking loser, man. I've never done that. Even playing quarters in high school, I was like, no, I don't want to play quarters. So I didn't, and everybody else was. And I was just over looking through the CDs and shit. The point being, there's just people who just are luckily not susceptible to that shit. And that's me. And it's like I'm all in on MAGA, but the purpose and the fun of wearing the hats is just to see other people get pissed. That's all for me. I mean, I support them. And if anybody out there who thinks that dimwit from fucking Grifton piece of shit from California, Harris, would have been a better president, you're a moron. And you won't be taken seriously. I mean, anyways, compassion. Ugh, what a fucking load of shit that is. Compassion, yeah. I used to think that, a lot of well-meaning people who just don't think anything's going on right now are going to be like stunned when all of a sudden the town votes to make hijabs mandatory for women. But now I'm of the mind that they're going to be shocked when their daughter comes to them and says, "I want to wear a hijab." That's where we're at, I think. These young kids think that's it and that's virtuous, or they're getting tricked into thinking we need a more virtuous society. So we need to embrace that shit. Whereas it's just individual choice, man. You got the stones to not to say no to all the temptations and shit. Like you watch those videos of those women walking through the bazaars in India and just Middle Eastern countries, and every guy's leering at her and, you know, fucking just, no. And look, dude, yeah, we all like fucking some chicks out there flaunting their rack. We're going to look, but you don't like, stop. And it's just fucking ridiculous. But they haven't seemed to have evolved to any level of having class. Just knowing, how can you as a human just be like, not sense that that's demeaning to leer at people and shit. And like I said, not denying at all that we like, there's this fucking chick down on the beach right now. Look at this. That's fucking great, you know? But you don't have to be fucking weird about it, you know? I don't think that was. That was all I did. But that's nice as opposed to the first thing I showed you when we got on here, you know? Some woman who just said, screw it. You said for all time. And it's not looking good, dude. It's a lot of surge, you know? It makes it hard. Oh, I can hardly see the screen. The sun's so freaking bright behind me. That sucks, man. I really like being able to do the let's move down a little bit more. Snorkeling, no, is definitely just soothing, very zen, karmic. You know, usually a few fish will come and start using you as a moving reef. And yeah, see, it's just too much. This sucks. Damn it. Damn it. I tell you, you get a nice calm day where you don't have to move, you know, till lunchtime ish. You can go a good 3 or 4 hours. Just, well, damn it. I kind of want to put my stuff up here, but I'm not sure where I want to base. Holy crap, that is nice. First tooth of the day right there, kiddos. Saw that from a mile away. I put them in my mouth when I don't have my little baggie. See, that's a good spot here because it's washing out each time a wave comes in. Shit'll appear. You got to be quick. It's kind of a little game. That could be a tooth, but it's kind of. Although my general rule is any piece of a tooth you see, you grab. Because the ocean's offering it to you, don't be disrespectful. And then I just sort them out later. Just spook the top. See, that's perfect. Look at that. Just washes it out a little bit. See what's there. This is a nice pace right now. A lot of times it's just you got about 2 seconds to grab it. Negative. The rock shark. This is from a a skate, I believe, or something. It's more like see how there's a little rivet. Hang on if I can see. It's like a plate. I believe the nurse shark is similar to that, which is a common one down the Keys. But I guess if they clamp onto you, it takes a lot to get them off you. Because you tend to get a little lazy around the nurse shark. You're like, oh, they don't even have sharp teeth. And I've been like nose to nose with one taking a picture, and that thing could have just, done the doof, like clamped onto my head or something. Just being an idiot. Not overly intentionally, but you shouldn't really do that. Oh, that was a good one. See that? Just saw a little piece. I thought it was going to be a little tooth. It's not it's a good one. Smash this off. Let's see. That gets better and better as I fucking look at it. You see it? It's a tooth right there. The gum extends. It's a little broken in the front there, but it's a good tooth. See, that's what if there was a league for shark toothing, it's the percentage of times you reach down for something you think's a tooth and that it is a tooth. I think I'd be up at like the 80%. I'm pretty good. If I could only relate some of the ones when I've been snorkeling where I've reached down for something and it fucking turned out to be a tooth, and it was just like, I think that like just the teeniest bit looked poking out. Oh, there's a good one right there. You see this? Nope, it's not a tooth. Didn't reach out, but well, that was the thing. You see a wave coming in, you're like, I gotta see what that is. Yeah, I don't think we're going in the water, but see a nice calm day, just go and let the water hold you up and make sure you put adequate, I wear a top there. What do you call it? A rash guard. A top, a bikini top. I would. It wouldn't give you coverage in the back. Oh, there's one right there. I was just contemplating, and see, that's the thing. And with the weird thing with water and shit, you know how when you reach in, it'll push, the pressure of it blows it out. So you'll sometimes make a mad dash for something you see and you just never get it. It's, but this is see right up there about where those people are walking now. That's where the parking lot used to be to the left behind those rocks. So the road came right through the front here. It was paved. And it used to actually dip somewhere. Oh yeah, back where that sewage thing is sticking up. Yeah. But there's a bathroom and stuff there, pretty good facility. I don't know if they're gonna keep it live or liven it back up. But they got hit hard, man. They were always battling, but they used to have like little boardwalk up to like a little viewing area and shit. And they were always like having to shore that shit up, and now it's just gone along with the road. But shit, I've been coming here for a good 15 years. Pretty regularly, probably
Averages out to once every 2 months. It used to be maybe a little bit more. Been hit or miss, a couple times I started coming here after some of these storms and there wasn't nothing. Think there was a tooth there. See, that's a good spot right there, but that's happening quick. So you gotta be ready to pop on anything you see. And it comes in cycles. Nothing. Keep track. And it has to be if I'm talking about it, but I don't move, that doesn't count as an attempt. It has to be the hand goes down for it to be considered an attempt. And if it is a tooth and well, I guess that's still would count against it. I was gonna say we're talking like when I think it's a tooth and it's not. And I make the reach. I think I get a good percentage of not doing that. Can't believe. Dude, I'll like when I leave here, if I walk right along the water, I'll be nonstop picking up teeth. No doubt, no lie. With people all around and everything. Then I'm down here by myself in a good spot. There's nothing. Kind of funny. You get territorial too. You're like, hey man, my spot, dude. Fuck you doing, old man? Ooh, see, that's a landscape changer right there. Damn. Hmm. Look at all the shadows. Oh, yes. Shadow. Not really in the crouch. What do we got there? That's not see, that's 0 for 2 since we've been counting. I kinda knew too. Kinda was like, yeah, that's just oh, 0 for 3. I'm not gonna be shy. I'm not gonna hold back. Still gonna go up there swinging. We'll get on a roll. Remember, don't ever turn your back to the ocean. See, there's the tooth. See that? It's a small one, but that's a perfect specimen, so to speak. Yeah, you stand with your back to the ocean in Hawaii, you'll fucking die. I went body surfing over by the Makapu Lighthouse. You see it at the beginning of Magnum and shit. Oh my god, dude. You have no idea, like, I thought I was a body surfer, just liked it, could handle it, knew how to ride it. This thing fucking picked me up like 12, 15 feet in the air and just, like, threw me down and punched me for, like, 10 minutes. It was like, oh my god. It's a whole whole 'nother thing. I think I might have gone back in for one more, but that was about it. It's just a whole 'nother thing. I never even went in the water at Sandy Beach. That's the one right next to around the corner from Alamo Bay. Used the, shower there a few times after scuba diving. There's a porpoise out there. A porpoise. Oh, we did it on porpoise. See the fin right there? Or is it? I can't tell if it's does this thing zoom in? Yes. Is it not, what do you call it? In focus? I can't tell, but there's a dolphin out there, usually there's a couple of stories out. Where I used to live, Bonita Beach, I kinda knew them. It was a mother and its kid all the time, and there was, like, 6 of them, and you could kinda, they kinda have a regular schedule with the times and stuff, and I go down there every day and paddleboard, and, you knew it was the same pot of dolphins. Nice family. Yeah, what a drag. That's the thing, it's a roll of the dice, you really just don't know how to